So this week it's back to video posts. Last week I had laryngitis and I didn't want to subject you to my very annoyingly croaky voice. So yeah, back to video posts this week. As well, this week is kind of influenced by the springtime coming in and everyone's talking picnics and barbecues and things like that. And as well, a conversation that I had with someone about chicken and how difficult they find it to cook chicken without drying it out and to infuse a bit of flavour into it, especially chicken breast, because you don't really have any fat there to kind of infuse a bit of moisture. So that's basically what I'm going to work on this week, and everything that I do could translate quite nicely into being brought for a picnic or a barbecue as well. So hopefully it will help you out and give you a few nice ideas. Today we're going to do another burger because the last burger went down really well, so this time we're going to do a chicken burger. And the thing with chicken breast is, one of the kind of keys to it, I think, is marinating it, because it's just such a good blank canvas and you can infuse so much flavour in it, and the longer you marinate it for, the more tender it will become, the more moisture it will absorb, and the nicer it will be when it's cooked. Also another thing, the same thing I did the last time we cooked chicken and we did the coriander chicken and marinated it in coriander. I flattened it out, so just get your chicken breast, put it in between two sheets of cling film or baking parchment, just get a rolling pin and flatten it all the way out. And then for this chicken here, what we're going to do is we're just marinating it in some olive oil and lemon zest. You don't need lemon juice here because the acidity in the lemon juice will start to cook the chicken, which is not what you want. So just the lemon zest. So if you see here, I'll try and show you that, you can see all the little bits of lemon zest, and if you can, do that the night before so that it's kind of gathering as much flavour as possible. And so to cook that, I've cooked mine already because it kind of fills the kitchen with smoke, so it's a bit difficult to do it on camera. But anyway, I've done all this on a char grill, so either a char grill or a barbecue, whichever. But if you don't have either, a frying pan is totally fine. So this is the cooked chicken. So literally, this is a half a breast. So if you wanted, you could do half a breast for your burger, or you can do, you know, use the two halves and just have a bigger one if you have a bigger appetite. So yeah, that's literally, when you cook chicken this way, it only takes about 3 to 4 minutes each side in a really hot pan. And by cooking it so quickly, you're keeping in a lot of the moisture. You're not draining out any of the moisture that's in it. So that's your chicken. What we're going to do, there's kind of a few little assembly jobs on this, and it takes a bit of preparation for this one, but I'm just bearing in mind if you are having a barbecue for people or having people over, it's really nice to kind of show off a bit, I guess. So we're going to serve this with a salsa of mango here, some red onion and some chilies, some chopped up chilies. So all chopped up really small, okay? For all of these, I've done it for one person. So that's how I'm going to post up the recipe, but to do it for any more, literally just double, triple or quadruple the recipe. It will all work as you stage it up. Okay, so put your mango, your chili and your red onion in a bowl. And this is really simple. It's just literally an assembly job. So then just get a little drizzle of olive oil in there, a little pinch of salt, a bit of pepper, mix that all up, and that's basically your salsa done. And if you do that the night before, all the flavours will infuse really nicely together. And if you can get your hands on a ripe mango, it makes it a lot juicier, and you'll find that a lot of the juice from the mango kind of creates this kind of dressing around the salsa, which is really nice. So that's your salsa done, and then we're going to serve this as well with kind of a pesto. So today I'm going to make kind of a big chunk of this because we're going to use it throughout the week, and things with pestos, because they're covered with olive oil, they'll keep quite well, so you don't need to worry too much. So basically this one is going to be coriander and mint. So you're looking for about that size bunch of coriander. It's about half of the bag that you get in a supermarket. And then some mint. Okay, so that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprigs of mint. Take off all the leaves. I don't have a food processor, so I've just kind of chopped mine really finely, just like this. You can see in there. But if you have a food processor, just put this all in and get the whiz on, and it will all come together really nicely. So for this, we're just going to put in some lemon zest, okay? So just about half. And this pesto we're going to leave out in a classic basil pesto, you always have Parmesan cheese and pine nuts. I'm not using either in this because, well, one, because I don't have a food processor, so that's the first reason. The second reason is I want to keep this really fresh. The nicest thing with chicken is it's very kind of, it's a really nice base for flavours, but I think the lighter you keep the flavours, the better it works. That's just how I feel about chicken. You might think differently, but that's kind of, I just think it works that way. It's the nicest in summertime when you do serve it that way because it's quite light. Okay, so that's your half a lemon zest in there, and then you're going to put in, just get your very lazy garlic, really not that much, about 1/4 teaspoon of very lazy garlic. Okay, and then we're going to look at about putting in about 50 millilitres of olive oil. Okay, you basically just want enough to start off to bring it all together. Okay, so you have kind of a stiffer mixture and get all the flavours going, and then put in enough just to turn it into kind of a liquid consistency. So you're looking at about 100 millilitres altogether. Okay, and this will keep really, really well in a jar. Pop it into a jar, an airtight jar, cover it in with olive oil, and it will keep quite well. Okay, so that's your pesto done. And again, it's just going to be like a shot of flavour when you munch through your burger. Okay, so the griddle pan that you use to fry your burger on, or if you use the barbecue, you can do the same with this. Can use either. But instead of using a burger bun, I got this kind of freshly baked baguette from Sainsbury's. That's where I did my shop this week. And just sliced it on the diagonal. So I get two nice kind of big bits like this to create the top and bottom for my burger. The only reason I did that was because I was looking at all the different kind of burger buns and baps and stuff, and they just weren't really appealing to me that much. And this will come in handy towards the end of the week with a few different bits and bobs that we're going to be doing. And the nice thing about this is it freezes really well. So if you want to slice it up and freeze it in slices, you can take them out for tea and toast. You can take them out to have as garlic bread, whatever. They work really well, so loads of different uses. So basically all you're going to do with these is drizzle some olive oil on them. Just coat them nicely on either side with olive oil. And then just get them onto your pan and let them fry. And it will just give, again, just another element of flavour. It's going to be a nice kind of charcoal flavour going through your bread or your bap or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's kind of everything together, and then we're going to serve it with just some tomatoes, again a bit of juice, a bit of freshness, and some lettuce. So when I buy lettuce, I usually buy a mixture of watercress, spinach and rocket, because it just, again, it's just another dimension of flavour, I guess, just giving you a few more things going on. So that's it. Chicken burgers, really simple. And again, it's just kind of adding a bit of flavour to things that wouldn't otherwise have them. You know, chicken, it can be really, really bland, but there's no reason for it to be. There's so many things that you can do with them. It's just a matter of being shown how. And this week I bought a pack of 4. So I'm going to do, I think, 4 to 5 video posts this week. And I was looking at the date on the chicken, and it stays, the sell by date or the use by date is the 3rd of April, which is Sunday. So if you keep it wrapped up really well, it should be okay. But if you're a bit nervous about having chicken in your fridge for that long, simply just freeze it. So get some cling film, wrap up your chicken individually and pop it in the freezer, and then before you're going to use it the night before, just take it out and leave it in the fridge overnight, and then take it out of the fridge in the daytime and let it all defrost. Okay, so easy, really, really easy. Okay, so that's our bread, or burger buns rather, done, so you can see. Let's see if I can show you this. Still smoking. Really, really nice, all kind of char grilled on each side. So that's your burger done. Okay, so then assembly. So get whichever is the biggest one, pop that on your plate first. Get some, well, let's see, we'll put some pesto on first, I think. Get a bit of flavour going. If you want to use mayonnaise on this as well, by all means do. I always think the more flavours the better with things like this. Okay, let's lay on our chicken. So your chicken breast. And then we're going to lay on some, oh no, hang on, backtrack. Lettuce first. So I'll put some lettuce on there, so pop that underneath and pop that on top. And then your tomatoes go next. Depending on how you feel about tomatoes, if you like them, use them. If you don't, leave them out. Totally up to you. And then with your salsa, so just spoon that on top. Really, and you see all these colours coming together. Really, really nice. And then another little spoon of pesto on top. And then just get the top of your bun and lay it on top. And there you have a really fun, creative, funky chicken burger with loads of flavour. Absolutely banging with flavour. And this is a really good thing to serve if you have loads of people. Just have a big bowl of salsa, big bowl of pesto, get your chicken going. It's so quick to cook. And be really easy to serve to people. So, and as well a really nice dinner. A little bit of preparation involved, but don't shy away from it because I promise you it's worth it. So yeah, that's today's post. Really yummy chicken burger. Enjoy.